Hello guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make this social media design in CorelDraw. Here in my resource file, I have all the images and the items. This is the write-up I used in this video. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be selecting every image that I used. I'll select everything and copy. Then go over to my CorelDraw, open a new page. I'll open a new page. Being a social media design, I'll just make sure every side of this workspace here is equal. So I'll take 8.5 inches by height and take 8.5 inches by width. So I'll just say okay. So everything is square. So this is the square we have, and I will paste. So now we have all the images I'm going to be using in this design. I'll clear everything. Just copy, I just highlight everything and move it away. So this is my work area. To get this rectangle, sorry, a square around this work area, I'll just double click this rectangle too. So click it twice. So I have my square around this place. So every of my design is going to be entering this square. So I will just remove the outline and I'll move my first background in. Alright, I'll move with the left button, right button, sorry. So I'll just move it to the square, then I'll click on power clip inside. So I'll power clip it inside. This is the first background I'm using. Then I'll right click, then edit power clip. So this is it. And now I will increase this background. I'll make my adjustment the way I want it until I'm satisfied. Okay, I think I'm here. Let's leave it here for now. So I'll go to edit bitmap. So I'll convert to bitmap. I'll use RGB. Then I'll say okay. Okay, from here, then from bitmap. Take note, in higher version, I have higher version, but I prefer using lower version so that when you get to higher version, you can easily adapt. So in a higher version, you may have this one under the effects. It's under the effects. So blurring, Gaussian blur is under effects in higher version. But in this 2017 version, you see blur under bitmap. So I'll go to blur. Then I'll say Gaussian blur. So I'll click on Gaussian blur and blur this image. I'll just blur it till I'm satisfied and I'm okay. Then I'll say okay. That is that. So I'll just stretch it well. Alright. Okay. Now take note, this is not all. I still have this background on top. So I'll just copy this one. I'll move it up. Then when I want to drop it, I'll just hold the two button. But if you're not okay with that, you're having issues with that, you can just copy, Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to paste. Then you move it up, then flip. I'll flip it. So this is the other side of the background. Since I need just this upper part of this thing, I'll just go to my crop tool. So I'll crop the area I need. So I'll just crop this area and press enter. So now I'll blend this. I'll use my transparent tool and blend this side to this other side. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Since I need a bit of gold around the middle region, so I'll move the one up, then the one down. Okay, that is it for this one. Here, see what we have now. This is what we have. This is what we are going to be having. So what the next thing is I have kind of circle around this thing. That's a major work. So what I will do is I'll pick this background and put it inside my power clip. So I'll come here, edit this. I'll take the area I wanted, the area I actually need. So I'll just drag across and crop it. So I'll crop this area. Then now the next thing I want to do is I'll scale it down a bit. Yes, okay. So the next thing is I'll convert it to bitmap. So I'll convert to bitmap, and I'll come here, go to my under bitmap. This thing is under effect in a higher version. So here in this 2017 version, you have it under creative. Just whichever, we just look for creative. Then you come to Vignette. Vignette, no, sorry, Vignette here. You click on Vignette here, then click on circle. I'll check circle. I use eclipse, you can use it. So since I want the faded edges around the whole circle, so I'll just use circle. Then you adjust till you are satisfied. Then I'll say OK, and I'll say OK here. And the next thing I want to do is to click on my transparency tool and click on the transparency tool here. Then go to this where you have this one. I click on this drop down arrow. Then I click on screen. So you see the effect. This is what I want. So I click. So let's go back. There's something missing. I still don't need this black. There's one black appearing. I don't need it. So I'll go back to my vignette and do my adjustment there. I'll go back to my vignette. Then I'll look at the circle. This black here, this is what I'm talking about. I don't need it. So I'll adjust here. Okay, I'm okay now. So just say okay. Then I'll go to transparency tool. Then I'll screen it. So I believe I'm okay like this. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'll take a circle, my circle tool. This is ellipse tool. So I'll click on this one, and to get a equal sided circle, I just hold my shift down and drag. Shift and control. So I'll hold it down and drag till I get the circle of my desired size. So I'll go like this. I'll adjust. Yeah. So I'll adjust. I believe I'm okay like this. So I'll click this circle and I'll use my fountain fill. So the shortcut for fountain fill is G. Just press the letter G on your keyboard. So I'll get this fill, then I'll strike through. Yeah, one side of this thing, I have it in I have one side yellow, so I'll pick the yellow. Then some part of it, this one, I have a bit of darker. Let's use red. So I'll just use red. Then from here on, I continue with the yellow. So I think okay, I think we can manage like this. Then the next, if I'm not okay, I can just come here, click on the section I want, and go and make my adjustments. Here I can pick this section and pick the color I want here. So I'll pick the color I want. Okay, let's leave it like this. So I'll leave it here. I'm okay like this. Okay, so I'll select the object again. I'll go to my picture, select the object and remove the outline. So I'll just remove the outline, and again I'll convert this to bitmap to get this rounded edge, so that to not be a kind of too sharp, you not notice the edges. So what I will do is I'll click on this bitmap again, convert it to bitmap, and go to my vignette and click on vignette circle. Let's watch the edges now. The edges is a bit too faded, so what we'll do is we'll reduce it, reduce. Yeah, I think I'm good like this. Okay, we'll leave it like this. You can check out the value, maybe use this value for yours so that you can follow along. I'll say okay. So the next thing I want to do is have a bit of flare around this thing. So I'll go back and pick my next image. So I click on finish editing, pick my next image. So this is it. So I'll just click it with the next button, not the normal clicking button, the next one. So I'll just click it and move it in. Then to show me this, I'll click on power clip. Then I edit power clip. As usual, I'll crop the region I want. Get a perfect square. If you can get a perfect square, good for you. So you get a perfect square around it. Then I'll enter. Now I'll do what I did before. So I'll just go to edit bitmap, convert to bitmap, go to my vignette, make it circle. So I'll go to vignette, make it circle. Here, yes, this is it. I believe I'm okay like this. Is there any way I'm missing out? So okay, let's leave it at 98. Let's leave it at 98. So I'll enter the value as 98. So I say okay. Then next I'll screen it the way we screen the other background. So I'll just go to my transparency tool, then I'll click on screen. On screen, you see that shining effect around this circle. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is have another circle again. I'll have another one, then I'll make it a perfect circle. I can just take the height, copy the height and the width and take it to the height. So I'll just paste. Okay, so it's a perfect circle here now. So I will increase it. Yeah, then I can start coloring. As usual, I use my fountain fill. I press my Ctrl G and make my colors. I'll make the upper part dark, then I'll make the lower part a bit not as dark as the upper part. So I'll just have a lighter shade here. Okay, let me make this one total complete black. So I'll just come here and make it darker. So I think I'm good. So I'll go back to my picture and remove the add line. Alright, so I'll reduce it a bit. I'll duplicate this circle because I'll need it later. On, so I'll just duplicate it and keep it aside. I'll come back to you later. So I have faded edges here. Okay, we can leave this one like this for now. So I'll just leave this one like this for now. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll be adding my write-up. I'll be adding my text. So here we have the logo. Let's take this one as the church logo. So I'll place it here where it should be. Then I'll go to my text file. Go back to my text file. This way I have all the write-ups. So I'll be copying them one after the other. So I can easily copy everything. So let's copy everything so that I will not keep coming back here. So I'll copy everything and come back to CorelDraw and paste. Just paste. Here I have the heading where the church name is. So I'll just copy the whole of this region, copy it and paste it in. They are all in cap, but here we are having small letters. So what I will do is I will highlight everything and let me show you. I highlight everything. I use Ctrl A after picking the text tool. So I use Ctrl A. The next thing I'll be doing is I'll go to my test, this test tab here to get this drop down menu. So from this menu I'll click on change case. I actually used the shortcut the other time. I used the shortcut to get this dialog box. So you get this dialog box here. So I'll say uppercase. So I'll say uppercase. Yeah. Now you can pick font of your choice and adjust it the way you want. Okay. So now you see this this background seems to be fighting with the text, so this text is not very visible now. So what I will do is I will go back to my power clip, edit power clip, and move it where I will not have an issue with text and background. So that's what I will be doing. So I'll push it down a little and have a darker side of this background so that my text can come up very well. So I think we can make do with this. Yes, we can make do with this. I reduce it a bit. That is for the test. So the next thing we have something like a music experience, a live worship experience. So I'll cut this live worship experience. Yeah, I'll move it here. So as usual, I will use my shortcuts. I'll highlight everything after selecting the text tool. I'll select the text, then I'll highlight everything. I use Control A shortcut, Control key, and A shortcuts. Then the next thing I held my shift and press F3 shortcut for this dialog box. So here I can change it to uppercase. So I make it uppercase. Then I will pick a font, a good font. As usual, I will use this my font. So I'll reduce this, reduce it like this. Then I'll have to stretch it. I like stretching it, so I stretch it a bit. Then I'll pick, this is the text. So I'm selecting the text. Then I held my shift key. Then click on this circle here. So I'll click on this circle. Sorry, it's not working because this circle is inside the power clip. So what I'll do, I'll move this text to the power clip. I'll just move with the next button and to give me this dialog box. I'll say power clip inside. Here is inside now. So I will select this one. I'll select this and this. Hold my shift and select this one. Then I'll go to my text. Click on text to part. Fit text to part. Okay. Then I can adjust it till I get my desired shape or whatever. So that is it. So I will now break apart. So I'll break it apart. Yeah, so that is that for that. I'll finish editing. The next thing is I'll have my okay, let's have this here. I have two circles beneath where I have my dates and my time. So one is lighter, one is darker. Basically I did the same thing, so just made one lighter and one darker. So I'll copy this one, I'll move it. Let's go again. I'll just click it and move it. Before I drop it, I'll still hold the key that I used to move it. Then I'll add the other button in the mouse. Just hold the two together. But if you're having issue with that, like I said, you can always copy and paste and move the one you pasted. That's it. Okay. Now I'll make this one lighter. So I'll go back to my fountain field, which is Ctrl G, Ctrl G. Then I will come here and adjust my colors. Lighter. Okay. Alright, that is it. So I'll say I'll finish this level. Okay, so I'm done with this place. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to add the inner theme. So I have this tehila here. So I'll copy this tehila and paste it here. Let's make it white so that it will be visible for us. So I'll make it white. I'll pick a font. You can use any good font of your choice. So I'll pick a font. The T is a kind of separated, so I'll just copy the T and break this one down. I'll take this one down and break it. Ctrl K to break apart. Ctrl key and K to break apart. So I'll break it. And sorry, I'll stretch this. Okay. So I'll paste the T that I copied the other time. Yeah, I'll make it capital letter. So you just use your shortcuts, then make it capital letter. The freehand tool, and have your straight line. So increase the point of the line here. Yes, here. Okay, here. Then the next thing is going to be the rower stuff. So I'll say I copy this parts, I'll copy this and paste. So I'll break it apart, then select the row on its own, then change the font. The font, I think I use cow something, whether bleeding cow. Just use this font and stretch it. I'll color it white. Okay, then the usual font I've been using, I'll continue with it for the text. Using saxophone and talking drum, my roaring lion, and what else? What else will I need? Okay, I need this smoke, so I'll just pick everything together. I'll pick all and move it inside the power clip. So I'll just move it inside now. So next I'll edit power clip. So inside the power clip, I'll position my roaring lion. So I'll flip it to the other side. Okay, first let's have this talking drum and the saxophone position. So I'll position this thing together. Yes. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I'll hold these two together and fade the end, the bit end. So I'll just make this end faded a bit. That's what I will do. Now I'll reduce it a bit more. Then the next thing I'll be doing is to bring this lion and take the region I wanted. Like I'll crop the part I wanted. So I'll crop this part. I'll just make sure the image you're working on is selected. So I'll select this one. Then I'll click on this crop tool, this one, then crop the part I want. So this is the roaring part I want. So I'll just select this part. Then I'll first, before I'll just fade the edges manually. If I choose to use Vignette, I may not get exactly what I want, so I'll just click and fade the edges. I can either do two things here. I can either screen this image, so I can screen it, I can give it a screen effect, or I manually use my transparency tool to give it this transparent to the part I want. So but I'm okay with this screen, so I'll just leave it like this. So the next thing is this smoke coming out as a form of roller. So I'll just like make it 90 degree. So yeah, yes, this is it. So now I need just this smoke, so I don't need everything. So I will just crop the side I wanted. So I crop this side. Okay, this is it. So as usual, you just continue your fading to get how okay. So I'll take it to bitmap. These edges, I'll fit this edge, give it a transparent. Yeah, then the front, I don't need that this linear edge in this. So I'll just continue with transparency to then I will make it transparent. Okay, so that is it. So now yes, this is it. So I'll just take it back to bitmap. Then I'll go to my transparency tool again, then screen this smoke. So I'll screen it. So here, this is what I want. So you see, like roar, bringing out smoke, then forming music. You can have other effects on your own. You can create more effect, but yeah. So this is the general idea. Then now when I'm done, I'll click on finish editing this level. So I'm done with this level. Okay, let's push this one up a little, so like I'm saying, okay, we are good, yeah. So yeah, that is that for that one. So the next thing is we are going to be adding the date and the time. So I'm good. Then you input your date and time. Then the next thing is our ready. So you can make your adjustment. So now this effect, there's an effect behind this thing, so I want you to get that effect. So I will just like select my rectangle tool. So I pick my rectangle tool, I click it and drag it. Yes, so this is what I did. So then now I use shape tool and I drag this edge, one of this node, I pull it in a bit. I pull this one in and get a color. So I'll use this color. I'll increase it to maybe 1.5. 1.5. I'm good. So you can make your choice. So I have this art. I have this art here. So what I'll do is I'll just like select the same color. I'll select the same color and make sure it's centralized. Then where this art is appearing, I'll just break the line from there. So I'll just break it apart. I'll convert this my shape to curve and use Ctrl Q to convert it. Then I'll use the shape tool. Click on this shape tool. Put a node here and put a node here. Before I did this one, make sure this art is centralized to this rectangle. So I click on the this art, then select the rectangle, then use my Ctrl C, make sure it's in center. So I'll have a node here and have a node here. Then I'll click this middle here, then break apart. I'll right click this middle here, then break apart. So I break it apart. Yeah, this is what we have. Okay, it's too separated, so I'll bring it closer a bit. I'll bring it, yes. Okay, this is what we have. Now I'll fade this art, just have this fading effect inside. Okay. I'm okay like this, yeah. So I'm okay. You can do you can make yours better. So now I'm done with this. So I'll convert this line. If we had been using a higher version, I would have used feather on this one. But since we have a lower version, so I'll use I'll convert it to bitmap and use my Gaussian blur. So I'll go to my Gaussian blur. I click on this bitmap. Like I said, this effects, they are on this creative, they are under effects and higher version, maybe 2021, 2022 version of this CorelDraw. But here now we have it under bitmap. It's all the same thing. I'm using this one because when you adapt to this one, when you use a lower version, it's easier to adapt to the higher version. So let's skip with this. Yeah, so I'll go under bitmap, go to creative, then go to my no sorry I'll go to blur, then I'll go to my Gaussian blur. I'll click on Gaussian blur, then here I will adjust it till I get my desired. So you see, yeah, I have it here. So I'm okay with 7 points. So let's leave it like this. Background in, and I'll take the part I want. I'll crop the side I want. I can either use my shape tool to pick the side I want, but I prefer just cropping it instead of uh, picking both sides. So I'll just crop this, only this place, then I'm okay. Then I'll come. I believe by now you should be able to get this around this design. So I'll bring it inside the power clip. So I'll bring it in, then right click, edit power clip, then I'll come here, then I'll fade it the way I want. I'll just go blend here, okay, convert to bitmap, blend the other side, convert to bitmap. Let me show you why I'm converting it to bitmap continuously. This is a blend, so I'll blend it here. When I blend it here, okay, let's say without converting the other side, okay, from here now I cannot screen, so I'll go back to normal, stay on the transparency tool. So I'll go back to here and I'll click on screen. You can try other functions here. This one, there are other useful functions here, so you can try them out. But now I'm on screen, so I'll just click on screen. Yes, you can screen level, you can adjust it the way you want, you desire. So I have it here. So okay, all right. So you move this thing, I'll copy it. You know, you can copy and paste, but here I prefer moving. I'll move it, then drop with the two button. So that's what I prefer doing. So I'll flip it around, flip it to the other side here. Okay, I'll click on finish. Okay guys, this is basically our design. Let me centralize this one, group it, then make it centralized. Okay, so basically this is our design. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing you more useful design.